Yeah, a little elevation. We talked about the changes on defense for the Edmonton Oilers. There's also been a shuffle in the forward group. Corey Perry up with Draisaitl and Kane, and they start against the fourth line of Anaheim here. A big line going out there to try and shut them down.
On a couple of Memorial Cups in junior, as a rookie, he scored the goal that sent New Jersey to the Stanley Cup final. Pass in front and a save. Gibson on a good chance by Derek Ryan.
Saves by Calvin Pickard. Here's the one at the other end. And it was Ryan that kind of digs it out. He thought maybe
overskating was Leo Carlson, and off that turnover comes Connor Brown. He'll gain the line, punch back the other way. It's going to be a breakaway. Strome in on Pickard. Denied! Calvin Pickard with a left-hand save. On to Lundestrom. Holloway gives him a pop. And now waiting is Max Jones in front. Redirected! Magnificent save! Calvin Pickard! Point blank on Silverberg. And the Ducks foiled again. Strome watched as Troy Terry moved in from the left-hand side. And now Lundestrom steps up to the net with a backhander to save Pickard.
Paying the price, especially on the penalty kill, making it difficult.
Fowler freed up, lets it fly, and it was deflected home. Threading through traffic, I'm not sure Pickard ever saw it. It'll be Fowler's goal, and Anaheim takes a 1-0 lead on the power play.
And he got pretty good wood on this one. Not sure what traffic was in front. Right off the face-off, good winger win. You can see Henrique get in there and jam that one back through. Look at the layers here. And he's looking around. You can see Desharnais trying to get in there, and he goes across the grain. Just a heads-up play from a veteran defenseman. If he tries to thread this through on the left-hand side of the net, not a chance. Henrique's in front. You're going to see the layers develop in front of Pickard here, and he goes against the grain. I'd say about half of those at least were right in tight. Evander Kane with a couple little chops to puck. Corey Perry walked it out in front one time, and that's the cycle game I believe Edmonton needs to get to a little more often in this second period.
Anaheim, one of its best periods all season. I mean, you talked with the Ducks brass in between frames, and they were impressed with the club's effort, especially coming off the 9-day layoff. Edmonton needing to raise its level. Here's McDavid. He can do it. Short side to save Gibson. Rebound rattles around. Nugent Hopkins a talk. A second try. And Gibson splayed out. And Draisaitl tugged it free. Kane saw it glance off his skate. Adam Henrique ahead. Leo Carlson dishing off. Strome denied again by Pickard, who stopped him on a breakaway in the first. Too far for Hyman, and the Ducks will trade the puck in their own end. Fowler on to Bougru. He has to step on Kulak to the net. Denied by Pickard. Tried a shot. That was smothered. 6 1/2 gone by in the second period. Still 1-0 Anaheim. Holloway tried an inside move. Bouchard a shot. That was blocked. Rebound taken by McDavid. One-timer. Holloway denied by Gibson. On to Ceci. Now Draisaitl with Kane and Perry shot in. Gibson around the boards. Let's pay attention here. You've got Kulak and Ceci out there. Now Kane walks in. Short side scores. This game is tied. Gibson is saying that his stick was interfered with.
Yep. And I tell you, they might challenge this. But I mean, it's... And here it is. Perry comes in. He kind of whacks the stick. And as he chops that stick, it blows out of the hands of Gibson. And I mean, he's got his hands up in the air. And the Oilers just continue to go to work. It's Evander Kane that digs it out, spins and fires, and beats Gibson. And say what you want, when a goaltender doesn't have his stick, it always feels like, oh boy, I don't have something. And they're just a little bit awkward not having their stick in their hand. And it pays off here because Gibson was a little rattled from that shot, depending on where he hit it. From the first look, I thought he was a little bit up the shaft, but I mean, he blew it right out of his hands.
Here's Strome. Scores! Dragged it around Pickard, and just like that, the Ducks regain 29 seconds after Kane had tied it. Strome unties it.
So I don't know if he's anticipating this or he's a little slow out of the zone, but you're going to watch him here as this puck goes up. He's not really thinking about going back, but it looks like it's going to be out of the way, and Henrique with one hand just kind of chops it to the middle. And it's a battle for a puck once again that Anaheim comes up with. It's Strome. I mean,
Fowler grabs a loose puck. Scored that power play goal in the first. Here he turned it over. Draisaitl the other way. Has a trailer. Evander Kane. A shot. Scores! Evander Kane with his second of the period, and we're tied again.
Just
2
like
tonight,
that.
17.
Great drive to the net by Corey Perry, who's back here and builds up some speed. There's the pass up by Kulak, right to Draisaitl. Beauty little backhand to Evander Kane, and then he just got the defenseman standing straight up, and he used him as a screen. As he walks in, zips it home.
It's winning ways after its 16-game streak snapped Tuesday night by the Vegas Golden Knights. And now Mattias Janmark with Brown the trailer to the net. Gibson and a backhander kissed the goalpost. Now McDavid. Shot Desharnais off Gibson's pads. Didn't really see it. Here's McDavid trying to sneak in a backhander. Gibson was there. Still loose, and he got a break. And Gibson, over the last 2 or 3 years in particular, has had some problems finishing games. 9 times last year. Anaheim in the third period this year, a -14 in goal differential. Edmonton a +13. The bulk of which came during that winning streak. A turnover by Pickard, and then he makes the save on Vetrano. Silverberg sets up Fowler. Gets it back from Adam Henrique under pressure from Janmark, who's out there with Brown, Nurse, and Ceci. Vetrano's open. Leads the club with 22 goals. Great shot score. Ryan Strome, his second of the night. Post and in from Vetrano. 3-2 Ducks. Strome from Vetrano, 3:20, time of the power play goal. Give Fowler a secondary assist. Silverberg down the seam. Lundestrom, save Pickard. There's a pass in front, and a terrific save made by Pickard on Lundestrom again. Checked by Desharnais. One-timer Vakanainen spun to the corner by Pickard. And now a chip by Nugent-Hopkins. And here's McDavid, a 2-on-1. Centers Hyman, backhander. Save, Dostal!
By Gudas afterwards. But forehand to backhand, tries to tuck it home in the right extension of the pass.
Behind the net. It's the Oilers in search of the equalizer for the 3rd time tonight. Twice Anaheim has led, and Edmonton's tied. Now it's third lead. Draisaitl, beautiful move to the net. Soft chip and a save made by Dostal. Draisaitl, another button hook. Feathered one in front, picked off by Cam Fowler. Dostal, the only man to beat Edmonton for Anaheim in the last 9 meetings. It's important to remember that. So he has had success against the Oilers before. Here's a turnover, but the return pass picked off by McDavid, and the Oilers might have some numbers. McDavid with Kane and Hyman over the line. McDavid setting in front, tipped home by Hyman, and we're tied. Hyman's 31st off a brilliant feed, and it's 3-all.
The other side of the ice, and he threads the needle right onto the tape.
Draisaitl, one-timer. Bouchard, block shot. Adam Henrique. Oilers hitting 3 posts tonight. Draisaitl. Bouchard. McDavid. One-timer. Draisaitl, and Edmonton has its first lead. Draisaitl scores his 24th, and it's 4-3 Edmonton.
The urgency was very high. The shot mentality. Nugent-Hopkins with a couple great opportunities. Draisaitl denied in tight on a one-timer, and then McDavid once again using the speed high to low, threads the needle. And it just goes to show you it doesn't have to be a real hard shot. We've seen Draisaitl fan on a few of these. He just makes sure he gets it away.
McDavid crowding. Loose in the corner. Puck comes free. Derek Ryan sends it ahead. Evander Kane for the hat trick. Outraces Lacombe. He'll score. Edmonton 5, Anaheim 3. Evander Kane's 8th career hat trick salts this one away.
McDavid afterwards finds Ryan, little thread off the boards, and you're not going to beat Evander Kane to this puck. Valiant effort by Lacombe, but he...
And how about Calvin Pickard? He'll extend his career best winning streak to 5 games. He has not lost since December the 16th, and the Oilers have just 1 defeat since December the 19th. They beat the Ducks 5-3 at the Honda Center.